boy is standing anxiously, waiting for his blind date. Meanwhile, a delivery guy arrives on a scooter, parks it right next to the boy, and quickly says while rushing off, "Bro, please keep an eye on my scooter. I'll be right back from the restroom." And he leaves. The boy calls out from behind, "I'm in a hurry too." At that moment, Bubbly walks up seriously and says, "Hey, are you the one Aunt Wang arranged my blind date with?" The boy greets her and says, Yes, that's me." Bubbly pulls her hand back angrily and says, "So you're the one with that delivery scooter, and you call me your blind date? At least look at yourself first, or remember what your job is." Mono, nervous, says, "No, beautiful girl, listen to me. Actually, this scooter..." Bubbly cuts him off and says, "What explanation? Let me ask you, how much do you earn in a month?" Mono nervously answers, "My monthly salary is 4,000 yuan." Bubbly sarcastically says, "Only 4,000 yuan? You earn 4,000 yuan a month, and you dare come on a blind date? The allowance my parents give me is 10 times your salary. If I ever want an LV bag, it would take you half a year to afford one. Look at your situation. Can you afford me?" Sandy, feeling uneasy, interrupts, "Don't say that. I think this guy seems honest. He looks trustworthy." Bubbly, shocked, says, "Trustworthy? Him? What's good about him? If I stay with him, my friends will laugh at me." Mono immediately says, "You say your friends will laugh at you, but the words you used for me, they weren't an insult to money. They were an insult to hard work. Being poor isn't shameful. Not treating someone as a human is shameful. If I'm unworthy or not good enough for you, fine, but you should have at least considered me a human being." Bubbly angrily says, "Don't lecture me about humanity. Even my maid would wonder where I picked you up from." Sandy tries to calm her. "Bubbly, stop it. Do you even know what you're saying? So much bitterness, so much arrogance. This isn't you, or maybe I've misunderstood you." Bubbly harshly says, "You've given him a certificate of honesty. There's no place in my life for people who aren't even worthy of reaching my level." She drops the bouquet and grabs Sandy's hand to leave. Sandy pulls away and says, "No, please don't do that." She quickly picks up the bouquet and says, "Handsome, my friend has a bit of a temper and speaks very bluntly. Please don't take it to heart. Here, your flowers." Mono says, "It's all right. Thank you, beautiful. I like you. Are you single? Would you like to be my girlfriend?" Sandy nods and says, "Yes, I'm willing." Bubbly rushes back and says, "If you stay with him, you'll definitely regret it." Mono firmly says, "You'll regret it. I'm telling you." At that moment, an assistant arrives and says, "We're launching a new product at the company. Your presence is required. Thank you." And he leaves. Bubbly pushes Sandy aside and says, "Move. Oh, handsome. I had no idea you were the chairman. I actually came today just to meet you." Mono steps back and says, "I know. Your family is very wealthy, but I don't think we're right for each other." Bubbly anxiously says, "Don't say that out of anger. You're a big businessman. My dad earns millions a month. We're a perfect match." Mono says firmly, "The money in your house belongs to your parents. If you don't have good values yourself, you have nothing. What parents give you is a background. What you build yourself is your identity." Then he turns to Sandy and says, "Will you stay with me?" Sandy, holding the bouquet, says, "Yes, I am willing." Real respect is shown when we look at a person's heart, not their wallet. When we judge their character, not bank balance.